This is Tim. He has cerebral palsy and has spent most of his life in a wheelchair.
And this is the Grand Canyon. Hiking from the bottom back up is too challenging for most able-bodied people, but for people like Tim, it's impossible. That's why he's gonna be shocked when I tell him.
We just got off an airplane. We had 1 hour to get to our big surprise. I'm gonna meet him. He's at a camp right now, and I'm gonna surprise him. We're gonna take him to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. It's one of the biggest surprises I've ever done for anybody in my life. Wish me luck, let's get there on time. All right, we made it to the talent show portion. They've already started. Sneak in.
Tim Doran, get in your scooter and come up here on stage and don't ask any questions.
We're getting ready to surprise Tim. I'm gonna hide on there.
Hi. My friend Janine.
Hi Tim, I heard that you like to hike.
I like to hike too, and I thought it'd be cool if we could go on a hike together. We've got to do something epic. Don't you guys think we have to do something really epic here? Tim, I don't know you. We have a big surprise for you, and you're going to the Grand Canyon. We're going to be able to take either your dad or your brother down to, we're going to film a video for you, and we're going to pay for the whole trip for you.
And this video was extremely challenging, but one of the most inspirational ones I've ever made.
Tim was an Eagle Scout and loves adventure, and although he's had a few opportunities to chase that passion, his physical limitations have kept him from experiencing the same freedom and thrill others often take for granted. For so many like Tim, just dreaming can be too painful if what they dream about is impossible. Eventually, they just stop dreaming altogether. When I heard his story, I felt compelled to help him do something extraordinary, something so bold that it wouldn't just fulfill his dream, but it would inspire countless others to hold on to theirs. But the real question is, can I actually pull this thing off? The Grand Canyon is like climbing a mountain in reverse. It requires about 10 miles of hiking in the desert heat just to get to the bottom, and that's the easy part. Coming back up when you're already tired, depleted, and probably dehydrated is much harder. The National Park Service conducts around 300 search and rescue operations every year, and nearly a dozen of them end in fatalities.
Less than 1% of visitors ever step foot below the rim, and if we can pull this off, Tim will be one of only a handful of wheelchair users to ever reach the bottom.
The first hurdle that we'll face happens well before we pack our bags. We first have to get a permit to even camp in the canyon. The Park Service gets about 30,000 requests every single year and award around 13,000 of those. That means they deny over half of the requests. But because we're working with more limited conditions than the average hiker, we have a very narrow window that we can actually make this happen. We can't hike it during the harsh conditions of winter or summer, so we have a few weeks in either spring or fall to actually make this happen, and that's when everybody else wants to do it too. Permits go up 4 months ahead and sell out almost immediately. Now, here is our second problem. There are 60 possible campsites in the canyon at these 3 locations, but because I have to assemble a large group to get Tim down, I need a group campsite. There is 1 here, 2 here, and 1 here. And as luck would have it, this one's closed for the entire season for construction. That leaves me only these 2 campsites in the entire canyon and only a few weeks in either the spring or the fall to make this happen. We made some calls, filled out the paperwork, and waited, and then finally...
Hey Janine, can you come here for a minute? I just got a text from Kevin. We got the permit.
No way.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
Good.
So here's the plan to get Tim down to the bottom. There are no motorized vehicles allowed in the canyon, and mules won't work. So I'm gonna need to find this thing called a Rosie. It's like a wheelbarrow and a mountain bike had a baby. And it runs on good old-fashioned manpower, so I'm gonna need about 12 people who can all take turns pulling Tim down and then back up, and several of them need to have experience with using one of these things. We connected with an organization called Luke 5 Adventures who knew exactly how to pull this off. We also got a local guide service willing to take us down, and also found 12 people from different parts of the country who were generously willing to donate their time to help Tim do this. But I needed to get them to Arizona, so I bought them all plane tickets, then I rented a cargo van to transport everyone and booked a big Airbnb for them to stay in.
The day before, the entire team met up for a big briefing where most of us would meet each other for the first time.
Hi, Dan. How are you? Are you so excited?
The Rosie we were able to secure for this journey was brand new and a model that no one had used before. A few of the guys took it out yesterday for a test hike and realized it was lacking some critical side rails, so they quickly modified some out of wood.
This is difficult. This is very challenging. Hiking in the Grand Canyon is no easy task, and we're going to do it with a wheelchair.
This is Eddy. He's our head guide and is giving us an overview of the hike. For several people on the crew, this will be their very first time ever seeing the canyon, and for most of us, we had no idea what we were in for.
And one of the biggest challenges is with the Grand Canyon National Park, the work that they're doing on the water pipeline. So currently they have this section of the Bright Angel Trail closed, and they have the campground closed. So day 2, we got to take 4.5 miles on the Tonto Trail. But this is where it's really going to get tough and difficult.
And after a safety briefing, it was time to grab our gear and some food that we're gonna need over the next 3 days.
Sorry, if you guys have gotten all of your food, you can kind of start lining up to see Eddy if you need gear.
The most important part of the dietary needs.
The first day started off below freezing and we were cold at the top. The rest of the trip, though, we'd have the opposite problem. Everyone got their gear ready, including their lucky socks.
Are you hiking down in those shoes?
Heck yeah. I've decided to add this. Can you add it to it? I think everybody will appreciate it.
We'll have 2 people that will be assigned to rotate as back Sherpas. We have 3 of these front Sherpa harnesses.
The people who pull the Rosie are called Sherpas, and they rotate to keep from getting tired. The person in the front wears a harness like a sled dog to help them pull and keep the Rosie upright. Several Sherpas wear harnesses under their backpacks for the entire hike so they can quickly change out who's pulling on the trail. We walked across the street to get the very first glimpse of the canyon. For many on the crew, it was the first time ever seeing it. It's no wonder why it's considered one of the 7 wonders of the natural world. It's massive, it's intimidating, and it's awesome. You can't see where it ends in any direction, including the bottom. It looks impossible. Let us know in the comments if you've ever seen the Grand Canyon before. Ever since we told Tim about this adventure a few months ago, he has been anxiously counting down the days. He would call Luke 5 and ask how many more days left. So they decided to make him a paper chain that he kept in his room, and today he finally gets to break the last link.
Okay, Tim, I have the very last link in your paper chain. And I want you to tear it with me. There we go. Yay! That means you don't have any more choice. You have to go down.
And we're off. We dropped into the Bright Angel Trail, which is the Grand Canyon's most traveled route and the only one still used by mule trains. It usually goes all the way to the bottom, but with construction they're doing this year, 1, we can only take it halfway, and 2, they're out of water until we get to the campsite.
Hi.
This is on the way down. This is the easy part. And they still have to switch every 10-15 minutes. I think this is going to be a real challenge on the way up.
Step right here.
There were so many supportive hikers along the trail.
God bless you all.
Wow, that's amazing.
Everyone was inspired by what we were doing, and they'd always ask us how far we were going. The answer was always the same, all the way to the bottom.
30 years ago, Tim's dad hiked this canyon with his own father and brother. This is the first camping trip he's ever gotten to do with his sons.
All right, so far it's working out. A few slip and slides. It gets really hard on these steps. Man, this is hard work.
The Rosie wasn't necessarily built for holding gear, so they improvised and fastened some trekking poles as braces so that they could hold Tim's backpack. However, the bumpy downhill was forcing Tim's knees into the poles, causing him pain. So they had to improvise again.
Kick your knees up against that, it feel a little bit better.
Good morning.
Still 5 more minutes. About there.
Finally, we made it to our designated campsite to set up camp.
Home sweet home.
Good job, everybody. Nice job. This is the non-snoring section.
Then after we made it to camp, it was time for a nice shower.
Yeah, where was that?
Well, the closest we could get to one anyway. Even Tim got in. Tim was really funny, and it was great getting to know the team. But while our guard was down, there was a problem back at the camp. We were being visited by a very unwelcome visitor.
I don't like rails. You like rails, man?
They're around the snake. Where?
I don't like knowing there's a rattlesnake around.
Don't climb the fence.
Eventually the snake left, and we were just hoping it wouldn't return while we're sleeping. We had a meal around the camp and got to know each other a little more. Then we prepared for the big hike tomorrow, which was going to be much worse than the one today.
I don't know if I can do this.
Let's try to leave by 7, take advantage of the cooler weather. Try to bring just like a day pack. Water capacity for 3 to 4 liters. And you're gonna need that when we come back out.
Day 2. We filled our bellies with a hot breakfast of biscuits and gravy and got ready for a very long and difficult day.
Put that sunscreen on.
Yeah, man.
We entered the construction area and followed a new water pipe that they were installing for about a mile. It was a beautiful morning, and we were enjoying the last bits of shade we could find. From here on out, any shade would be rare.
I hope there's more uphill. My knees are killing me.
This was the part where we needed to merge onto the other trail, but we couldn't find it.
Reroute.
There's a trail that goes down, which I don't see.
We can go scope it out because this should be closed off. And we haven't hit the.
We're supposed to be on that trail right now, but there's some construction, as you can see.
Hey, there is a cut right there. There it is. Coming up that hill.
The only way over was through these makeshift switchbacks through this construction zone. They were a lot steeper than they looked, and the entire hillside was basically just loose scree, and we had to balance Tim on one wheel safely down the entire thing. And that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was knowing that we were only a mile into our 15-mile day, and much later this evening, we'd have to go back up this thing.
Yeah, stop.
That will not be us. That won't be it.
Slower, slower. Hold on. All right, stop.
Ready to bounce.
Did I say I don't know if I can do this. You got it. Okay, you got it. I got these.
So, because that trail is under construction, we have to go out of the way. We have about 15 miles today just to get down to the river. Most people aren't actually going all the way down because the detour is too hard, strenuous. We just went down a really steep area, really steep steps where we didn't realize, like, by avoiding that trail, we'd actually be a part of the construction. It's been a challenge.
Now we were on to the remote Tonto Trail, a rugged 6-mile traverse across the plateau. No shade or rest areas, and the only water that we'd have access to was on our backs.
Nice. We're on day 2 right now. What are you most worried about today?
Day 2. The whole thing, 15 miles. Make that back up.
What's the hardest part with the Rosie?
The grips on your hands after a long time and being hot and sweat. Once you get some blisters on your hands, the rest of the time, hold that Rosie. It's worse.
Jeff is Tim's brother. You got a few bruises.
I got a few bruises from your Rosie. Yeah, we're all learning as we go how it works.
What's kind of like going through your mind for today?
I myself am definitely going to find my limit, and we have to push past it and just not alone in that. But it's going to be rewarding.
We were carrying several extra pounds of water, so we hid a secret cache for later to help us get back to camp.
Oh my gosh, that feels amazing.
Let me take the load off your back.
Thank you.
everyone we passed, literally everyone, was so supportive and amazed. It was such a beautiful thing.
Hi Tim, I'm Kara. You just passed me on the trail and I wanted to say I'm really inspired. Your desire to get out here and get on the Grand Canyon Trail. Keep up the good work. Way to go, buddy.
It's so cool. We keep passing people on the trail. You see their mouths like, what? And that's amazing. And it's quite the feat to do this, obviously, even an able-bodied person, but to have a whole team pulling this guy up, it's quite remarkable.
Finally, we made it across the plateau and prepared to make the very steep descent to the river. This was the first time we could actually see the bottom.
Hi, my name is Mariam. I'm so happy to see your friends and family that are carrying you all the way down because this is amazing view for everyone. We're blessed being here. One of them, like 5 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer and I was thinking I couldn't make it. But this is my motivation being here. I'm so happy for you. Oh, hugs.
Our steep descent was finally over. Now it's just through the tunnel and over the bridge to the shore of the Colorado River on the other side.
Tim, how do you feel?
I never thought I would go on that arduous adventure with my brother. I died and my brother with me is so special.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good work.
This was the moment we had all been looking forward to for months, not just because we wanted to see Tim's reaction, but because we were all hot and stinky and couldn't wait to jump in the river. And once again, Tim joined right in with us. This was truly a special moment that none of us wanted to leave. But sadly, making it to the river was only halfway, and we had done the easiest half first.
This is all scree. Very, very dangerous.
On the way up, we brought out a new piece of gear. It's a strap that gave us one more unit of manpower in the front to help pull, and I volunteered to be the lead sled dog.
Hey, Mom.
Why are we not?
How do I do that for 10 minutes? Your mouth is dry, like you're eating sand. Your throat hurts. And these guys have been doing this for almost 2 days straight. I'm trying to help where I can. Feels insignificant. Just some of the guys pulling and pushing, but man, to do this for someone definitely comes at a cost. And you gotta dig deep. Is it worth it? I think so.
The sun was at its peak, and it wasn't long before a few team members fell behind from heat exhaustion, leaving just a core group of Sherpas left. And while most of us had been talkative on the way down, going up, all you could hear was the sound of struggle. We eventually made it to the rest shelter at the top, and by some miracle, did it in less time than it took to get down.
Okay, so real talk right now. This is really incredible what people are doing. It's hard, man.
We just did the hardest section. We lost a few Sherpas between heat exhaustion, someone even threw up. It's so inspiring to see how everybody's working together. The teamwork and just the camaraderie has been so great. I knew it would be a solid group of people, but these guys are saints.
We were still a long way from camp, so it was time to get back on the trail.
Good job.
Get one. Get one. You got it.
You like frog stew? Whether you do or not, there you go.
There he goes. He likes you. In the water.
The plateau was getting quiet now. All the other hikers had made it to their destinations, and we still had several hours and 4.5 miles left. We made it back to the treacherous construction zone, and to make it easier and a little safer for everyone, Tim chose to climb the stairs himself. But as we approached the very steep switchbacks that we had struggled to get down earlier, I noticed something that could completely change the game.
We were at a very steep detour section that was very, very difficult. I see an ATV at the top. That would definitely be a safer option for Tim. This is all scree, very, very dangerous, very hard.
There is a key!
No joke. We're gonna see if it works. If it starts up, I'm gonna be so excited. Well, it was almost good until it said low fuel. And we can't risk losing this thing on the side of the mountain. So we tried.
Ultimately, we decided it was too risky. But what do you think? Should we have tried it? Write in the comments if you think we made the right call or not. Instead, the Sherpas dug deep and went with pure grit.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
After 12 long hours and 15 miles of hiking, we finally made it back to camp.
Woo! Dang, 15 miles, guys.
That's not easy for him either. The thing that people don't realize is he has to adjust in that chair. It's uncomfortable. And he doesn't have the same kind of reactions that our bodies would, so. Plus they made him do the stairs. Did you guys see that? Tim's a champ.
We had dinner under some lights that were clearly strung by a dude, and we were just glad that we finally made it through the longest day. We were still a long way from the finish line, but it was getting clearer. It's the final day. Today certainly won't be easy, but we just have to make it to the top.
I broke a nail last day. Didn't have a nail file, so I'm going primitive.
Let's get out here.
Even though yesterday was a lot of miles, many of them were across a relatively flat plateau. Not today. It's 100% up all the time, and there's a lot of rocks. Some of these steps are over 2 feet high.
All right, we got a big step.
Go big one.
Go big one.
Big.
Okay.
Big rock.
Today was harder than we thought. It was just relentless.
Wait.
Pounding uphill with very little shade. We were sore and tired, and even more than supporting the hiker, the Sherpas need to support each other.
Yeah, buddy. Back to smooth, Josh.
They're doing great. They're doing really great. This is hard. Every bit of encouragement from people as we hike by is really nice.
I like you, man. That's you guys.
We needed to stop for a break, and thanks to the government, they spent the extra tax dollars on building a handicap-accessible bathroom in the most inaccessible place ever, just for Tim. Word had gotten out that Tim made it to the bottom and was on his way back up, and the support along the trail was absolutely overwhelming.
Don't look at the stairs, Chad.
Oh man, see it? Look at that.
We're almost there, Tim. Dude, yeah. So close.
On the rim, a welcome party had started to form.
Howdy, guys! We got some cheerleaders! Oh my gosh.
There's that, Tim. Look at that. You got a cheering section, man.
Got a little cheer coming up.
Hey Tim, how do you feel?
It's awesome.
We finally made it back. The crowds were cheering, and the first thing Tim did when getting to the top was drink a cold glass of milk, his favorite drink. He usually drinks about a gallon of milk per day, and he's been slumming it with water for the last 3.
The second thing he did was call his mom with his brother Jeff. It was Jeff's first backpacking trip, and he never imagined the first time would get to be with his brother. This trip was a success because we partnered with amazing people who knew how to accomplish this safely, but most importantly, they believed it could be done and were willing to do the hard work to help Tim do the impossible. One good thing changed Tim's world, and we want to help change someone else's. See how you can join us and be involved in future videos. Details are in the description. Be sure to leave a message for Tim in the comments. Here are some more for inspiration.
Hey Tim, we just wanted to end this video with a special message for you. You're absolutely incredible. What a gift to experience this with you. You're hilarious, you're smart, you're so adventurous, and you're incredibly inspiring.
Tim, I had so much fun on this adventure. You are a true adventurer. I really hope you like this video, and we've got a few more messages for you.
Hey Tim, so you have such joy for life that is contagious. I saw you infect everybody on this trail. They didn't see the chair. They saw you and they saw your smile. That was so inspiring to everybody that's on this team.
Tim, it's been a blast hiking with you. You are a dreamer and God has given you a lot of talents, and this was a direct result of some of those talents that you have to find the right people and be enthusiastic and keep all these people happy the entire time. Thanks for letting me come along.
Hey Tim, man, you are an inspiration to all of us, and your joy and infectious laugh, it made this trip all so much worth it, and there's nobody else I would rather go through all the hardship to take down to the bottom of Grand Canyon.
Tim, you did it, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful to have been able to do this experience with you, and I'm so pumped to see what you come up with next.
Hey Tim, man, this was an epic adventure. I love sharing adventures with people and making the impossible possible. I just love you, man. Thank you so much for sharing this with me.
I just enjoyed Tim's company, see his laughter when we got into the river yesterday. I just feel so full of joy and full of energy that we can be able to do this with him.
Tim, it was an honor and a privilege to get to know you on this trip. I admire and respect your sense of adventure, your love for life, and I'll get your contact information so when my Redskins beat your Giants, I can talk to you about that.
I just got to say I'm super impressed. I didn't know you went to school for video editing, you know so much about computers, and then how brave you are to trust this man. Honestly, it's a huge inspiration. I'm so thankful I got to join you and going down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
It's been super fun to be able to talk to you kind of during the hike and after the hike. I'm thankful to get to know you and hear all the amazing things that you're doing. Keep your expectations high.
I'm glad I was able to help with the switching out with the Rosie. I'm just so grateful for Tim.
Hey Tim, it has been amazing getting to spend these last few days with you. So proud of you for accomplishing this and being the motivation for every one of us to accomplish this too.